What's up, y'all? It's Jordan Sean here. I was in tackle for the University of Colorado. And when I want to learn about sports, I check into the morning run.
Let me ask this question, Unc, that you might know for sure. We got Ralphie for this game or anytime this season?
You know, man, Chico, I think you're about to hear this here first on the morning run. And I wasn't told that we can't say it, but here's what I was told last night. We did practice last night, the football team, and toward the end of practice, Ralphie's trailer pulled up, and I was told that last night they were going to run her a couple times, and the vet was going to check her today. And if the runs and the vet checked out, that you will see Ralphie VII for this game tomorrow night.
Ralphie VII. You heard it here first. Will Ralphie VII?
I didn't stick around to see how the run went.
That's why I was going to ask.
Of course, they've been working. They knew this was coming, and so the torch had been passed at the ranch. Regardless of what folks knew. So last night was one of those field tests after we got done practicing. And like I said, I didn't stay around to watch it, but I was told by some of the folks in the know that they're gonna practice run her tonight. Do a vet exam in the morning, make sure everything is okay, and if everything is okay, Ralphie will be running tomorrow night. And the weather-wise, there's no rain in the forecast. Dry turf down there. Might be a little cool in the air. At kickoff and halftime, because Ralphie does run twice. Runs at the opening of the first and opening of the third. So there's been some times in the past years, Ralph had to be pulled because of the field conditions. Well, now with turf and then no rain or no snow, I think it's all the arrows are pointing up.
Hey, what do you think about the people? I see a comment in here talking about getting back to the buff stuff, the fight song, Ralphie running, Old Faithful, and things of that nature. What do you think about, with the transfer portal and guys not staying at schools as long? What do you think about them learning the fight song? Do you think that's important, for a team? And like moving forward, how do you think that's going to play into college football, the traditions of college football with all these transfer portals?
We ran into this, and Deuce, I'd love to hear your take as well, because Auburn's rich in tradition. We ran into this at Jackson State, which was, Coach Prime's first year using the portal when it was allowed, and everybody bucked up against it. It becomes like what basketball has already become. For you to be successful, you're going to have a lot of one and done and two and done guys on every roster. And so as much as the Jackson State alma mater song is dear to me, a guy coming in to play as a grad student, play football for 1 year, I'd rather him learn that damn playbook than learn that song. And so I think there's some nuances, that the new college world of football has to get used to. Now, there's been efforts made here, successful efforts made here, particularly during the spring and summer, for new guys to learn the school song. As it relates to Ralphie, here historically, I wasn't here, I'm just going off a video, the team kind of ran out with Ralphie, like almost the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Deion Sanders ain't running next to no Buffalo. It ain't happening. So he made it clear when he got here, no, the Buffalo go first and we come behind. Because, the coach runs out with the team first. Like, I'm not running next to no wild animal and trusting three people holding it. So I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, if it comes down to knowing what to do when they're in 11 personnel and the slot guy goes in motion and they run option to the left, would I rather know that or would I rather know the fight song? I'd rather know that. With that being said, for the guys who do take in the tradition seriously, I think it's awesome. I think it's a great thing, and I think they'll have time for that. But if it came down to, hey man, you don't know the fight song, so you can't really be invested. Winning makes everybody invested. When you win, they will figure out the fight song. But I think as far as when you just got to win, man. That's all it is. Like, we could talk about fight songs, we could talk about traditions, we could talk about everything. And we could talk about Auburn. The tradition is rolling Toomer's corner. Well, guess what? You roll Toomer's corner, when you win.
When you
win. So I think that's the most important thing, is guys who are coming in and being able to win. That's what's important.
I love that. The toilet tissue don't come out unless we win.
That's right.
Them trees do not get rolled after a loss.
That's right.
No, for sure.
Or should I say like Auburn or Alabama would say, that's right? That's damn right.
I got one for y'all. Speaking of win, if I may. If you go look at the Big 12 conference standings, there's only like 2 teams who have played a conference game. Both of them lost, which means somebody else won as well. But when you look at the number of teams out there who in the conference rankings are 0-0, we've played a conference game against Houston and lost. We know the goals are still in front of us. We also know that Wyoming is not a conference game. But Dukes, Chico, just the atmosphere, the feel, I don't care if it's the chat, whatever. How much of a must-win game is this game versus Wyoming?
Man, as must win as must can, as must what is the definition of must win? That put Colorado right there. That's what this game is. You got to win this game. Like, this ain't about, you lose this game. I mean, like, yes, you could probably you could lose this game and probably still make the Big 12 championship. But as far as for morale, as far as getting your team ready for Big 12 competition, this is a very, very, very important game. As far as people believing in it, not even just outside, but for the people inside to continue to believe what's the game plans and is it working. This is a game you got to win. You don't lose games like these and things are okay. I think if you lose this game, you see sweeping changes. That's my prediction.
Chico?
Well, if you look at the schedule, Big Dog, and you have BYU and TCU and all these conference games coming up, and you say, is this a must win? I would say yes, indeed, it's a must win for your season. Like, I just don't see a situation where you lose this game, which technically, by paper, you can lose and still go to the Big 12 championship. But I don't see how you would lose this game as a team and then gather yourself back and go on a run in the Big 12 conference play. That'll be hard to do. Can it be done? Yeah. But most likely, I don't think so. So that makes this a must-win game for your season, your confidence, and everything else, man. So, yeah, must win, no doubt.
Well, unlike Chico, when he tries to go against the grain, I'm going to agree with my brothers and put a green check mark up too. This is a must-win game. And I'll give a different reason why, Dukes. I love what you said. Love what you said, Chico. No need to repeat it. I'm going to go a different track with it, though. Chico, you can put the schedule back up as well. We all know the goal is to go to the Big 12 championship, and when you're there, win it. That's the goal. That's goal. That's it. But let me tell you what the floor is. The floor is you have to deliver what you've already delivered, and that is a bowl berth. And a bowl berth takes 6 wins, and it doesn't matter if those wins are conference or not. You let Georgia Tech get by you, 1-score game. You blew just a wonderful opportunity in Houston. Right now, with 1 win, you really could be 2 or 3 wins. And as it relates to having to have 6 wins to get to a bowl game, this one means damn near everything for that process. Because that puts you at 2. And when you look at the rest of the schedule, you've got to get 4 more to go to a bowl game. Like, you got to have 6 wins for a bowl invite. And so it's one thing to get 9 or 10 wins and be in the Big 12. But when you've already set the ceiling or the floor in this situation as we will always get you to a bowl game, that starts with Wyoming. Well, it started with Georgia Tech. It starts with week 1 because you got to get to 6. If you keep on dropping these games in September, you've made November hell.
Yeah. Can't do that, dog. Can't put yourself in that situation. Kind of like what you said about playing spades. If you think you got those books, if you bet it, or you say that you have 6 books, you're gonna get 6 books, and you need those 6 books to go to a bowl, and you mess around and let one get away from you. Now you got to make that up, and it's gonna be tougher to make that up in conference play.
Chico, I was about to say that, man. And Dukes, as to continue this spades analogy, Dukes, you ever been sitting there looking at your partner, and your partner the one raking, and you see we got 3 books over there, and we need 3 more, and I'm looking in my hand, but ain't but 4 cards left. I got to get 3 out the next 4.
Yeah.
When it once upon a time, all I needed 4 out of 12. It's like it gets harder as the deck gets smaller.
No, for sure. Like, and when you have opportunities to get out in front and you don't, it becomes a problem, like you said. So that's it. Man, Chico, can you put that schedule back up one more again?
One more again.
Right. Man, when you look at BYU, they gonna run the ball. TCU run the ball. Iowa State ran the ball 40 times against Iowa. Utah, that quarterback gonna run the ball. The next 5, if you don't figure out how to stop the run, you're gonna be in trouble for these next 5 games. That's just the truth. All of them teams are running the football.
And Dukes, I love that. And here's the best way to get those people to not run the football is to show against Wyoming that you can stop the run. Because they have linemen that have NFL grades, draft grades. They got a true back. They have a true running system. And you can put somebody in a position before you play them to make them change their mind about how they're going to play you. But that means being not just successful, you have to be dominant in that regard to send the message. You look at the Crawford-Canelo fight. There were some things that Crawford has done over his career that made Canelo say, I'm not even going to try that tonight.
Yeah,
I've seen it be unsuccessful. Like, why would I think, well, I do it? Like, no, you leave that alone because you've seen what he demonstrated in that regard. Colorado, with 3 games in the books, we've yet to prove you don't want to run on us.
Right.
Well, I think another way to take away that running game also is to put points on the board.
Yep.
Stop stalling. Stop punting the football and giving them more possessions and chances to go up on you. Find a way, whatever it is, to light a fire under this offense to say we have to score points on our first 2 possessions.
Ooh,
somehow,
Chico,
some way.
Chico,
Please.
you preach then. Chico, I wish we could rewind live and let them just hear you say that again, brother, because you're just so spot on. If we can get up, unlike Utah was able to do, even if it was made field goals, which they missed, now they don't have time to run the ball. They got to pass the ball.
They have to pass. That's why it's so important.
Utah fumbled on the 3 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and taking care of the football, and we have to force them into turnovers also. Of course, all of these things we're saying that'll be the perfect scenario, perfect ball game, but you have to, instill that into your team's head. Hey, man, this is what we need to do. This is our path to victory. These are our keys to victory. So we must.
But Chico, you raise an interesting point, which is why Coach Prime has preached consistency and for this week accountability. Adversity is going to come in this game.
Yeah.
And how do you respond to that adversity? Are you on the bench pointing fingers, or do you own it? When the offense fails, do you blame the defense? When the defense fails, do you blame the special teams? The sideline energy with accountability when things are not going right are also going to be a true indicator of who has the highest number of points when those clocks is 0 at the fourth quarter.
Man.
Caden Salter, quarterback, University of Colorado, and I start off every morning with a morning run.
Coach. My dog on?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Said, Dukes a quit on?
He was sitting here and he walked off again.
Hey, think I wasn't going to give my dogs a platform. That's a lie. The devil is a lie. Think my dogs weren't going to get to sit up here with ESPN and Network and everybody else. That's a lie.
But
How they think I'm not going to put it on for my dogs that's been holding us down when nobody was holding us down. Had our back when nobody had our back. Saw in the future when nobody wanted to take that beat. How can I not?